Do you find yourself stuck in a cycle of bad habits? It's a question that many of us may be asking ourselves. Bad habits, we all have them. They're like unwelcome guests who just won't leave. They sneak into our lives, subtly dictating our actions and thoughts, and before we know it, they've moved in, rent-free. Some are subtle, others glaringly obvious, but all share the potential to hinder our growth and happiness. Stay tuned as we delve into 10 habits you must stop to improve your life. The first habit to overcome is negative self-talk. We all have a running dialogue in our heads, but too often, this internal conversation is filled with harsh criticisms and self-doubt. This is what we call negative self-talk. It's like having a gloomy little critic in your mind, constantly belittling your abilities and accomplishments. Over time, this can wreak havoc on your self-esteem and overall mental health, leading to feelings of inadequacy and even depression. But here's the good news. You can transform this critic into a cheerleader. Start by becoming aware of your inner dialogue. Catch yourself when you're engaging in negative self-talk. Challenge these thoughts with evidence and replace them with positive affirmations. Practice self-compassion and remember that everyone makes mistakes. Over time, this shift can significantly improve your mental well-being and outlook on life. It's not about false positivity, but cultivating a kinder, more compassionate internal voice. Remember, the way you talk to yourself matters. Next, we tackle 2 habits: dwelling on the past and comparing yourself to others. These habits can be major roadblocks on the path to personal growth. Dwelling on the past, whether it's past mistakes, missed opportunities, or old regrets, can keep you stuck in a cycle of guilt and regret. It robs you of the energy and focus you need to engage with the present and shape your future. Similarly, comparing yourself to others can be just as damaging. It's a game you can never win. There will always be someone smarter, richer, or more successful. Instead of focusing on others, channel that energy into being the best version of you. How can you break free from these habits? Start by practicing mindfulness. Stay present. Focus on the here and now. Acknowledge your past, but don't let it dictate your future. And remember, your journey is uniquely yours. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Stay in the present and focus on your own journey. Scene script. Are you avoiding responsibilities or constantly seeking approval? These habits can lead to a life filled with stress, uncertainty, and low self-esteem. When we dodge responsibilities, we're essentially running away from our potential. Avoidance might seem like the easy route, but it only leads to larger problems down the line. Remember, responsibility is not a burden, but a building block of self-growth and maturity. On the other hand, constantly seeking approval is like handing over your self-worth to others. It's an exhausting and never-ending pursuit as you can't please everyone. Seeking validation from others often stems from a lack of self-love and self-acceptance. The truth is, you are the author of your life story, and your opinion about yourself is what truly matters. So, let's start taking responsibility for our actions and seek approval from the person who matters the most, ourselves. Take charge of your life, and remember, your approval is the one that counts. Another set of habits to kick are complaining and avoiding challenges. Complaining, a common pitfall, often stems from a lack of gratitude. It's easy to focus on what's wrong, overlooking the good in our lives. To counteract this, cultivate gratitude. Start a gratitude journal, jotting down 3 things you're thankful for each day. You'll soon realize the abundance around you, reducing the urge to complain. Now let's tackle avoiding challenges. It's natural to seek comfort, but growth occurs outside that cozy zone. Avoiding challenges stunts personal and professional development. Embrace challenges. View them as stepping stones towards your goals. When faced with a daunting task, break it down into manageable parts. Celebrate small victories along the way. They'll fuel your motivation to overcome the larger challenge. Remember, the mind is a powerful tool. You can either be your own worst enemy or greatest ally. The choice is yours. Challenges are opportunities for growth, and gratitude is the best attitude. Finally, we tackle making excuses, saying yes to things that don't support your goals, and procrastination. These are the stealthy saboteurs that can derail your progress without you even noticing. Making excuses is a way of avoiding responsibility for our actions. It's a shield we use to avoid the discomfort of admitting our shortcomings or failures. But in reality, it stops us from learning, growing, and moving forward. On the other hand, saying yes to unsuitable things is a trap many of us fall into. We often say yes out of fear of disappointing others, or because we don't want to miss out on opportunities. But every yes to something unsuitable is a no to something that could truly enrich your life. And then there's the notorious procrastination. It's the art of delaying or postponing tasks, often by focusing on less urgent, more enjoyable tasks. It's a vicious cycle that can lead to a significant amount of stress, guilt, and the loss of productivity. So, how do we overcome these habits? Start by setting clear, achievable goals. This gives you a roadmap to follow and makes it easier to say no to unsuitable things. Next, learn to say no. It's not about being selfish, but about respecting your time, energy, and boundaries. And finally, break tasks into manageable parts. This makes them less overwhelming and reduces the temptation to procrastinate. Set your goals, respect your boundaries, and take action today, not tomorrow. In conclusion, breaking these 10 bad habits can significantly improve your life. Let's quickly recap. Negative self-talk, dwelling on the past, comparing yourself to others, avoiding responsibilities, constantly seeking approval, complaining, avoiding challenges, making excuses, saying yes to things that don't support your goals, and waiting for the perfect moment are all habits that can hinder your personal growth and happiness. Each of these habits has a solution. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations, live in the present, embrace your uniqueness, take responsibility, seek self-validation, cultivate gratitude, face challenges head-on, be accountable, set clear boundaries, and act rather than wait for perfection. Remember, self-improvement is a journey that begins with recognizing and addressing our shortcomings. It's about taking small, consistent steps towards becoming the best version of ourselves. And it's a journey worth taking. Remember, the power to change your life lies in your hands. Start today and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our video if you found it helpful.